the best skill position groups in the NFL and Cowboys numbers to make some money on. Now, the reason why I wanted to add to this, because Corey, you brought it up. We've kind of gone through a variation of the best skill position groups in the NFL. So we can spend as much or as little time on this as you guys want. And then I want to get into some Cowboys specific statistics for you guys. All right. As much as it might pain you to say so, you heard the audio. Which team has the best skill position group in all of the NFL?
I guess I'm going to have to say the Eagles. At running back.
I mean, their wide receivers that's a pretty...
What are you doing right now? Why are you trying to say... Are you trying to say their wide receivers are better than their running backs?
Yeah. They have the best running back in all of football.
Do they have the best wide receivers in all of football?
No.
Ooh.
Here's going to be my question. Do you want the Cowboys 1-2 wide receiver punch over the Eagles 1-2 wide receiver punch?
Right now, I have to see Pickens.
I get it.
But I will take Lamb over A.J. Brown most times.
Sure.
And somebody's probably like, you idiot. I'm not saying A.J. Brown's not fantastic.
Yeah.
I just feel that certain way about CeeDee Lamb in the way that I would draft a team. I don't know. Devontae Smith's a Heisman winner, dude.
Yeah.
He Super Bowl champion. I can't say that Pickens is better than him yet. So that's where I am in a weird spot. I would have to take the... You know what?
he was going to say the Eagles.
We'll push.
Oh, boo. Next thing you're going to say is ace is better than a 2. What are you doing today?
Ace? Like in cards?
Yeah. Do you know those people?
Oh, no. I don't know anything about this.
Yeah. If you're like looking for a higher card or playing war, they're like, ace is like a 1. You should cut those people out of your life.
It's a 1 or better than a king. It's one of those two.
It's
either a 1 or better than a king.
In blackjack, I get that logic.
Are you saying in war that's not logical?
No. An ace is the best in war.
And the worst in war.
I can't be both. How do you decide who wins?
Why would you ever play the worst card? You're trying to win.
Because you don't
want to play a 1.
You don't get to look at your cards in war. Is that how you play? No. Corey's like, hold on. Nope.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Yeah, I would never want to play.
He's like, Alec, play your card. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Then the ace, the ace should always in war count as better than the king.
Thank you. You could just say the best is fine. All right. The Eagles are the best. Alec?
Go ahead and mark that.
Damn it.
Yep.
I almost said a different word. I got so flustered at that. I definitely almost said a different word. Alec, if Bleacher Report believes the Eagles are at the top of the list when it comes to skill position, who would you say is second?
Phrasing. That's a really good question.
I think there's a few viable candidates here.
There is. Man, I don't even know where they would go here. Would you... Corey?
I would say...
Say 2?
I would say the Lions are definitely in the mix with Jared Goff, St. Brown, Laporte. I don't know. Does Laporte worth it in this?
Yes.
And Jahmyr Gibbs, Montgomery, like that group right there is phenomenal.
And see, I think that's who I would put second.
That's who I would. I just don't know if they lean too heavy on quarterback there.
And wide receiver. And so Bleacher Report has them third. Second is the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, that kind of makes sense because of T. Higgins. And not a lot of teams have a T. Higgins.
Exactly. And that is a terrifying combination of what just got voted the third best quarterback and the first best wide receiver to go along with another. I think T. Higgins finished, 14 or something like that. And then Chase Brown. So
Chase Brown's, he popped last year and a lot of people didn't expect him to. In the absence of Joe Mixon, they were like, okay, this. I think Zach Moss was getting the lion's share early, and then Chase Brown took over from there.
And all 4 of those players are 28 or younger. So that makes sense.
So the 817 Cowboys would be number 1 if they had Zeke.
If they had 2016 Zeke, you might be right.
You might be right.
2016 Zeke was unbelievable.
So Eagles, Bengals, Lions is where we're at right now.
Is there another team that jumps to mind? If not, I can just start rolling through them if you prefer.
I really do like the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know where Penix stands, but with Bijan and Drake London.
With men's teeth, sounds like he'd be standing up great.
I know Kyle Pitts has continued to underwhelm.
Yeah.
But with Bijan and Drake London, I think that's a fantastic combo. And last year, Darnell Mooney, with Kirk Cousins, he did really well. How did he do whenever Penix came into play? I'll go check out the numbers on that.
So the Falcons are 6. So I'm going to take a step back.
All right.
Ravens are 4. And I think the Ravens are one where the tight end really kind of fills in the gap. Obviously, I understand how good their quarterback and running back are. And then the 49ers are 5th. You just said the Falcons are 6th. Then the Dolphins 7. Dolphins. Rams 8. And the Vikings are 10. The reason why I skipped 9 is number 9 is the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
And so the key players they listed in this group are...
Let me guess.
Okay.
Dak Prescott.
Yes.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yes.
Pickens.
Correct.
Ferguson.
Correct.
Is Blue mentioned?
It's Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams
is who they put down, and I feel like they were like, we can't just put 4. Even though that's what they did for the Bengals, so I think it would have been fine. But what do you guys think about the prospect of them being number 9? And the other thing to think about, like at this particular point, CeeDee Lamb is 26 and George Pickens is 24. Like, it is crazy to think about how young George Pickens is. Even if he might only have a 1-year run here, he's here right now.
And granted, I'm doing that with my mind.
Yeah.
With Pickens, not my heart. My heart's like, man, if he turns out to be awesome, I want him forever.
Sure.
That's
I get it.
I want that combination for forever if that's what it turns out. But my mind is telling me the logical thing is let this dude shine and go be somewhere else. But get the best productivity out of him this year.
From the 817, I thought it was pronounced like a pen. It is. It is Michael Penix. Don't let these Nimrods fool you.
Dude.
Or, you know what? I've never had the chance to do this right. Don't let Corey Majors gaslight you about how Michael Penix's name is said, because he's doing it on purpose.
It's written kind of like another word. But I appreciate the person texting, because just a second ago, Kevin, when I said it, I was like, no, that's how it's supposed to be said. My brain is
My name is Michael Penix.
See? Kevin, you started this.
I hate you guys.
Trying to steal his name.
I hate you guys. So, okay, Alec, do you think this feels legitimate? Shut up! Do you think it's legitimate that the Cowboys would slot in skill position-wise offensively at number 9?
Yeah, I think it's fair. The only thing that would deter me from that, and I would argue against it, is the running back position, but you do have a veteran quarterback, which this list seems to favor. You do have the
that is true.
You do have the young core of receivers, which you mentioned. I didn't even realize that George Pickens is as old as I am. So, like, he's got more than enough time to figure things out.
Yeah, as young as you are.
See? So, like, he's got time still.
Yeah.
And hopefully he gets that figured out here in Dallas. That would be really cool, to Corey's point. CeeDee Lamb, I'm going to take him over most people in the league, outside of 2 players that we already talked about the other day. I think it's fair. It's just the running back position that scares me.
Is there any part of you that feels like the Rams are a little low? So the Rams at 8, because I still feel like if you're a hardcore football fan or you play fantasy football, you know how good Kyren Williams is. But I feel like as just like your general sports fan, I don't really feel like Kyren Williams is a name that pops. But for them, they've got Stafford, and we just went through a couple days ago how well respected he is. Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Kyren Williams. Is there any part that feels like maybe they're
I think
a spot or two low?
I think because Devontae has moved around a couple times now, I think people are kind of forgetting how good he really is. But I mean, don't go back and look at the numbers that he had with Aaron Rodgers. Now, did he have some poor numbers with the Raiders just a little bit? Not really. I mean, he had 200 yards in 3 games. He won it out of there.
Yeah.
And then he finished with 854 yards over that. So he ended up having another 1,000-yard season. I think people keep forgetting how good he is whenever he's happy. And I think he's going to be very happy in L.A. with this team because he's going to get his targets. and that offense is going to be productive.
Now, from the 817 who texted this in, I want you to stand strong because the fan text is going to try to gaslight you as well. From the 469, Kevin doesn't know. From the 559, if it's Phoenix, why isn't it Penix?
Valid.
From the 817, Corey has the perfect pronunciation. This is exactly how that name should be said, English Kevin.
Yep.
Don't you default to the person whose name it is, though?
What do you mean?
Like, if Michael Penix says that's how his name is said, don't you just have to default to that?
Have you heard him say that?
You know what? You know what? Now I'm going to go look for that.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, on the first Monday night football game that I watched with him playing, or Sunday night, or Thursday night, unfortunately not Tuesday night because they don't do Tuesday night football anymore.
Yeah, you're really sad about the pandemic and missing.
If on the first night game they do it and he announces his name that way, when they do the from, Washington State University or whatever, if he says it, I'll acknowledge.
All right. Well, on the flip side, I'm going to tell you this. If he shows up in the capsule and says his name is Michael Penix, I'm not coming into work the next day. All right, I just want you guys to know that.
So
I am not coming into work the next day if that's what he says.